Hey y'all, hey, Larita King, how you doing? Hey girl, hey, just me, how are you doing? I suspect Trash Can Waves will be sliding in here in a minute, and the rest of our friends, the rest of our cousins. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's Monday, okay? It is 4 o'clock here on the West Coast here in Arizona, and I'm telling you, I have a news lineup for you guys, so you have to stay tuned because that we have to get into today. So hang on to your seats. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel or if you just haven't seen this face because you subscribed since Saturday where I was breaking news behind the camera, I'm Melissa Berrien, your host of Real Talk with Melissa Berrien. So grab your favorite beverage, have a seat, get comfortable. But before you get comfortable, make sure you hit the like button. That's the least you can do. Subscribe if you haven't already and you've been around, okay? Just me says, I've been tired. I'm tired. Oh no. You got to get some rest, girl. I know you got a lot on your shoulders. Trust me, I know. Make sure you get some rest. Larita says, hey, greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So, my friends, how have you guys been? How was your day? So, I did see that Just Me said she's tired. I can't say that I'm tired. I was tired maybe about 2 hours before it was time for me to come on. And I was like, oh, should I take a nap? But if I can be honest with you, I still had a lot of prep work to do to get ready for the show. So it was going to be a matter of get ready for the show or take a nap. And y'all know what I chose. I got ready for the show. I'll nap later, okay? That's what we'll do. We'll nap later, but right now it's all about this show. Hey Royalty Queen, how you doing, girl? Hey girl, hey, good to see you. Hey Renee, I hope you're having a good day today. It's good to see you. Hello, happy Monday, Melissa, back at it again. Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, blind guy, his wife, their life. Good day, good people. You know, we spend so much time together in these YouTube streets. I just feel like blind guy and a couple of other of us, you know, by the time we're streaming on Saturday and Friday and we're jumping around supporting each other, it's like goodness, so fun. So good to see you here on this fine Monday afternoon. Hey, guess who in here? Bruh, wrong button. Oh, look. JP's is in the house. I have not seen Miss JP. Hope you're feeling well. Hope this warm weather that we have been graced with this afternoon for the past couple of days is treating your bones kindly, girl. Peace and blessing, she says. And chat, how's your spirit? My spirit is up. My spirit is blessed, girl. Listen, okay, I'm doing very well. You know, I got to remember with the Stream Deck, just press it once, okay? But I want to pam like I'm a DJ and I can't because it messes it up. So girl, it's so good to see you, JP. I hope, like I said, I hope you're doing well. She says, yes, I'm on the porch enjoying the sun. Oh man, you speak my language when we're talking about the sunshine and everything. Only thing is, I haven't really consumed of the lettuce, the nature's lettuce as much as you have, but my daughter does enough for both of us. So yeah. Helga says, hey, we're gonna jump in the news in a second, y'all. Salute to the chat. Hey, before the billions, nephew, son, because he's definitely old enough to be my son. Another fabulous content creator. Oh, girl, come see me. I need to. I will. You're getting used to those sound effects and having fun. I know it. Listen. I gotta tell you, Royalty, the biggest thing is remembering which button, because I'm doing like 9 different things. Shout out to all those of us that are in the chat who are content creators, and y'all know how it is. We're the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. I gotta make sure my husband remembers to go get this kid, and yeah, it's a lot, child. It's a lot. Well, you look fabulous. You can't tell I need a nap. I need a nap, y'all. I need a nap. But you know, it's one thing, you know, going live and doing YouTube as a content creator. I know for me, I can't really speak for anybody else, but I have heard other content creators say the same thing. The minute I hit live, I'm on. And I was on even before I even got in here. Like this is my studio. So once I'm in the studio, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I have like a whole party situation with the music going before I even go on live. If you've joined my show for whatever reason and you've been backstage before the show, oh, I'm jamming. I'm jamming because I got to get my Get It girl on before I get on camera. Have to, okay? Lil sis can come get some pearls from the porch anytime. Listen, pass, pass, pass. You're getting used to those sound effects. Okay, y'all. Okay, yes. What's going on, Melissa and Chad? Kombucha is in the house. Oh, wait, see? I'm going to have to remind myself, girl, if you don't press that button one time and leave it alone, because I'm telling y'all should see me. I'm going like this. And the thing is like, no, you're supposed to press me once. Anyway, Kombucha's in the house. JP, the aspiring matriarch. Before the Billions, Blind Guy, his wife. I think those are all the ones that are content creators. So anyway, let's get to the news because I got a line up for y'all, including a new segment because it's getting that serious. What kind of segment, Melissa? Yes, friends, we have a segment that we've been doing. I just decided to name it. It's the ridiculous section, but we're not going to start with that. We're not going to do that. Listen, kombucha. I had this sound deck. My husband was so excited that I finally pulled it out of the box. He bought this for me 2 Mother's Day ago. I told y'all he's my #1 fan when it comes down to this streaming stuff. And he bought all this stuff. He's a bells and whistle kind of guy for sure. But it was a bit much when I first started. And I was just, and you know what? Be honest with you, I didn't take it any further because it wasn't compatible with my Mac. So I didn't use it. But I figured out a little way, a little scoochie-oochie around it. So anyway, friends, let's get to the first story. It's a simple one. It's not a part of the ridiculous group, but I wanted to remind you guys, it is, okay, I hate when I do this. Y'all gonna get half the face. Let me move over. So it is daylight savings times for those of you that are in, look at this foolishness, that are in a certain area code, zip code, time zone. Jeez Louise. But I wanted to remind you guys that here in Arizona, we do not observe daylight savings time. So be mindful. Right now, I think I'm coming on an hour earlier for you guys. We don't move. So I just want to say, number one, if you were late to everything today, maybe you need to fall back, but also, or super early, not late. But I just want to remind you guys here in Arizona. So when I say 4 o'clock, that's my time. Okay. I don't do the math no more for you guys. I be trying and then I'll be messing things up. Okay. East Coast is easy because my family is over there. So it's 6 o'clock for you guys. You always come up with the goodness. I'm here for the ridiculousness. Blind Guy, his wife, Quita, you already know I'm a phone call away if you need help coming up with the foolishness and mayhem. So anyway, that's the first story. Hey, Tanya, good to see you, friend. So I'm at an angle, girl. Let me give y'all a hold. There you go. That's a little angle. Angle. Nope, that's okay. No, I think I need to go. All right, because I'll be distracted and playing with that all live, and I'm not doing that. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So that's the first story that I wanted to definitely remind you of. We do not move forward or backwards here in Arizona. All right. So just remember when I say 4 o'clock, I'm talking about Greater Mountain Time, Arizona time. So you're gonna have to change, adjust to that accordingly, especially for regardless of who you follow, but mainly for me because I don't move backwards or forward. Someone said, okay, I was wondering why it was 6. I'm in Detroit. That's why. So I'm glad that I had the mind to remind you guys. Yes, Arizona does not move forward or backwards. We just chill. And I'm not going to move my time unless I see that it would be beneficial. But as of right now, we're good. All right, friends. The next story is a big one that I have been talking about. Hopefully, thank you. Geez, that I have been talking about since Saturday. If you have not caught up, you've got to catch up because it's a huge story that is taking off. It is getting its own skates, its own big wheel, and just taking off in the park. What do I mean? Travis Scott has a concert that he does, I guess, every year, but definitely it's his and his promotion company, whatever. Of course, he's not the one, doing the legwork or whatever, but he's the headliner and it's in Houston where he's from. And if you remember years ago, he partnered with, what's the game with all the kids? Fortnite. And he had Astro World and it was a huge thing. Well, this Saturday, breaking news in the middle of the night while you guys were sleeping, I was breaking the news that 8 people were reported died. They died. And several people had major injuries. And there was an incident during the day. There was an incident later on that night, trampling the stage, rampage. A lot of people are coming out now and they are describing their experiences. And the problem with that is, and the reason why I won't bring it is because I don't know who was really there and who wasn't. So I don't want to say, hey, this girl was there and that one there, and then come to find out it's a fraud. Because as we know, when things like this happen, people are going to jump on it. Okay. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out those videos. So I did one video when it was breaking. And the interesting part about that is when I first started covering the story, when I first went live, it was in the middle of the night. And all I did was hear a bunch of rumors. So I was like, do I continue this live or do I just wait? And I waited, friends. And then next thing you know, Houston PD did a press conference and Melissa was on it. Well, that was the first part. Then the next day I did a video updating you about everything from security, all of that was going on. Now I'm coming at you with pretty much the aftermath. Like, what is everybody talking about now that this is over? Well, you know what? First of all, the people that were there and that have videos, proof, from what I'm seeing, they are calling it a catastrophe. People are calling it a human mosh pit. People said that they couldn't breathe. They said they could not move. One person said the other day, if they had their hands up, you had to keep your hands up. Like it was like a throng of people just pressing forward. It was a hot mess. Now, what I've since found out is, number one, Travis Scott has agreed to refund the individuals that attended the concert, which is a blessing, right? So that's the least he can do. But then the second thing he's doing is he's paying, allegedly, let me find this allegedly. Y'all already know. He's paying for the funeral expenses for those that have passed away. Catch the second video that I did because I released his statement. We went over the statement that he released, rather. Expressing condolences and saying that he's cooperating. Well, friends, listen, Tanya, you're absolutely right. This is the third thing that I want to talk about. On a Sunday, I didn't even know you could petition a court on a Sunday. People are already bringing out lawsuits against this young man. Drake is named in one, and the concert promoters. They're getting ready. Listen, on a Sunday. So like Tanya said, the lawsuits are beginning. He's still gonna get sued. Bless Reborn says, hey, Bless. Kombucha says, oh Lord, this one is so disturbing. I had to stop looking at Twitter. Me too, Kombucha. And the thing about it is that when it was breaking, while it was still rumor, the videos were raw. But of course, I couldn't put them on the channel. So the last thing that I wanted to point out, friends, lean in, because y'all know I whisper when I'm getting a little messy. Did y'all know that he was sued twice in the past for inciting incidents at his concert? Bruh. Did y'all know that? Wrong button. Listen, Travis Scott was sued previously for the same type of behavior. Shout out to you, Alondra. Hopefully you catch the replay. She was there and she said she was there in 2019 and she had an incident. Again, you guys got to watch these videos when it was breaking and I was covering it. Okay. So let's see. Rage concerts is how he gets down. Apparently he encourages that. Exactly. I'm gonna read more. Yes, I just learned that. Come on, Bless. Fortnite had a big event with him in the game earlier this year. They sure did. Was that earlier this year? You know what? I'm not going to even lie. Leave a thumbs up if you kind of have lost time because of Rona. I think, I feel like I've lost 2 years or something because I can't figure out which year. I thought the Fortnite event was 2 years ago, Billions, but maybe it was. Right. We don't miss the raw footage. Thanks for sparing us. Thank you. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. And it was raw. LOL. Okay, Melissa. Love the sound effects. Girl, I'm getting it. Melissa, do you believe the rumors it was some type of sacrifice or purposeful? If I can be honest with you, no. Do I think those things happen? Absolutely, but I don't think it was on purpose. I really don't. I think it is just what it is. It's his thing. He's a hype man, and as he's rapping, he's getting them going or whatever. And I think this one just got out of hand. But I don't think it was a spiritual ritual. And if it come out and he'd be like, yeah, whatever, then yeah. But I just think he's an immature person in the sense of not really thinking with foresight of like, oh, if I do this, this is going to get out of hand and someone could die. So he has a history of doing demonic practices. I don't know that, y'all. I don't know. She just asked me, what do I believe it? And I just don't know. I honestly don't know. I did see several videos going around on YouTube saying that it was, and this one, but I can kind of make a YouTube video to kind of validate anything that I want to say. You know what I mean? So until I get some concrete evidence about that, I'm going to say, I don't know. She stole my thunder, my new enemy. I mean, my new best friend. Real talk with Melissa. Okay, real talk, folks. Should I start a series called When Melissa Hits the Wrong Button? Listen, stop. He has them pronouns. Oh, okay. Y'all, I don't know. So y'all gonna have to help me out. But again, like I said, I do know, but I don't know how substantiated it is. Okay, so I don't know. But JP, you tell me, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Travis Scott was charged. So here's the thing about the past. Travis Scott was charged twice in the past for encouraging his fans to taunt security and safety guidelines at his shows. Well, if you play with this kind of fire, these type of things are gonna happen. And I think that's really what happened. He's just used to inciting it, and then it just never got out of hand like this. In the wake of Friday's Astroworld Festival performance that saw 8 people die. Now, here's what I do believe, JP. I think more people died than what they're saying. I think there's more injured than what they're saying. I do think that. Think that. Definitely more injured. They're like saying 17 injured. I do not believe that. That I don't believe. Why would they hide it? I don't know. Other than I don't know. But that's my opinion. So anyway, now many people have been taking to social media to discuss and share videos from other live performances from the rapper. So that's what I'm talking about, y'all. People are starting to come out and say this is nothing new. Like I said, shout out to you, Alondra. Hopefully you join us live. She gave us her experience where she was separated from her brother in 2019. She got injured, had to find him. Like, it was a mess. Okay. In 2015, the article says, and 17, in which he pleaded guilty to charges stemming from directives he gave to the crowd at 2 separate shows. In 2015, Scott, whose name is Jaquise Webster, was sentenced to 1 year of court supervision after pleading guilty. Wow. And so yeah, he says he's absolutely devastated. I think this is a matter of, well, I've done it before and nothing ever happened, and then something happened. That's what I think. Where the lawsuit's gonna go from here, some of them, we got to see. This is going to be a trip right here, because it's going to set the precedence for a lot of these concerts. I think that, number one, he should have had this at an actual arena, in my opinion. This thing has grown. If you're talking 50,000 people, they should have been in an arena. Okay, football stadium. So glad to see you. And before the billions, I believe more people were injured and lost their life as well. 8 out of 50,000 people. That's not good math. And I took algebra twice. Look, 3 times for me. Okay. Can someone please explain to me why we still have festivals with Lord, she sold my thunder, gonna get that. Festivals with 50K people, like we still are in a panini. Listen, some people don't believe the panini exists. That's the problem, Kombucha. You have, I'm not going to get into that talk because for obvious reasons for the YouTubes, but you know what? There's 2 thoughts, but my main thought that I always had about this, there's never going to be any type of resolution, regardless of what you feel about it, whether it's real, it's not, is because our states are so divided and so inconsistent. So you have one state doing this thing, one state taking it seriously, one person not, one state denying it. So yeah, Kombucha, as long as that's happening, there will be no consistency. The stadium hosts 200,000. Why wasn't the crowd more dispersed? See? Glad to see you guys. Okay, so I believe yes. So she believes with me. Bonjour, tout le monde est passant. Hello, everybody. By the way, okay, I guess that was right. I read that more Spanish. I speak Spanglish more than French. Absolutely. The needle in the neck of the security guard has me curious, along with the number of times Scott is obviously aware of what's happening from stage. You're right, JP. I am concerned about the needle. Now, when I was breaking this news on Friday night in the middle of the night, the people that were there were already saying it. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the things that they were saying was what made everything so hard before they bum rushed the stage. It was almost like pyrotechnics went off and people were dropping like flies. They said, like it was apocalyptic almost. And so, of course, when the police chief first did his conference, he was like, no, there's rumors, but we're going to look into it or whatever. But it doesn't matter. It's on Twitter. People are like, no, these people are passing out, foaming at the mouth and all this other stuff. So it's something that they're really trying to play down, because eventually the police chief was like, yeah, he really did get stabbed in the neck. Say what? Ruh-roh. So this is weird. I thought it was hundreds injured. You know what? That was what it was reported the first night. Like 300, he said. But the more I'm gonna tell you what I think, and I told you this in the second video. When the police chief came out the second time to give the update, the entire update was to validate how many security guards were there, how many state police officers were there, and how many security that his live wire, I think, his production people had available. So all I heard was, you're not going to blame us. You're not going to put this on us. You're not going to put this on us. So I think that a lot of this is backtracking and trying to cover up, because they know this was a mess. No one should have gone to a concert and lost their life, period. I hear he kept singing while people were dying. And that's not, well, it's true, but it's not. I saw videos where he would stop, clearly see that someone was in duress, and he would like, I need somebody to go help that person. He couldn't even finish his set. According to the people that were there, he could not even finish his set for helping people. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? So yeah, Live Nation, thank you before the billions. So yeah, Bless says a few kids that gave their account on TikTok said it felt like they were in hell. That is a term. I'm telling you, that is another term that I kept hearing when you read the accounts and watch videos. Hell was mentioned. The mosh pits, they said, was absolutely horrible. Yeah, so could be. What if what was injected was an airborne pathogen? Yep. That was my first thought, because they said it was like the fireworks or pyrotechnics went off at 9, and by 9:01 everybody was passing out. And they said it was like flies. And if you go search, of course, y'all know I can't play it here, but if you go search, oh yeah, you see it. And here's the other part. They were so the crowd was so enraged and just so out of control. They were attacking the police officers in their cars as they were trying to go help people. I was like, come on, y'all. This is going to be a mess. He also couldn't know that they were dying to pass out. They were dying. People pass out at concerts all the time. True. That's so true. And that's the thing. To take it to the level that he knew people were dying, I don't want to do that. I don't think so. Do people pass out at? Absolutely. They pass out at concerts all the time. And like I said, I didn't hear that I didn't see where he kept singing. Of course, he finished his set, but he did stop and say, hey, help that person, get an ambulance, that type of things. Yes, see, she stole my thunder. I said ambulance. I was thinking fentanyl. A lot of people was thinking that. And even hey, Adrian, a couple of other people I heard mention of course, we're going to be dramatic. They were saying that the pyrotechnics came from China, and y'all finished the thought, So friends, this is a lot, and I'm going to be keeping up with it. And speaking of keeping up, I think I'm going to finish this live. Not now. Hold on. I'm going to finish this live, but I really want to unpack this trial involving the two major trials that are going on. But I want that to be a separate video for sure, because I got a whole lineup here, and I already know that those are going to be very controversial. So anyway, that's just a side note. All right. So, I'm going to keep you guys abreast. I'm right here for you, and I'm going to be watching it and seeing what's going on. But I'm telling you, the people are talking. The people are talking, and it is validating some of what we feel, JP. And then some of it is like, questionable for sure. So we shall see. So y'all tell me, am I the only archaeology nerd? Am I the only history buff in the house? If you are, drop me I don't know, a statue. I don't know if the emojis have a statue. Drop me something if you're into archaeology. Well, I am. And specifically, I'm very much into Egyptian archaeology. Pompeii fascinates the crap out of me. Okay. And so let me see. I'm not going to read that because I'm distracted and I want to finish this thought. So anyway, like I said, Pompeii is one that really, really intrigues me. The whole idea of, the volcano and the ash and the people dying in position with their kids right next to them and all of that, and things being preserved and what was lost. Same thing with Egypt, the tombs. Like when stuff like that breaks and Geraldo is in the tombs, I'm right there with him. Geraldo, what we gonna find? Nothing. So anyway, speaking of archaeology, speaking of Pompeii, archaeologists have unearthed a slave's room at Pompeii. Now, if you're living under a rock or you just from another planet, you would be surprised by that. I'm not surprised. In every culture, there's some element of a slave room. But I find it interesting that the archaeologists, the article says, have uncovered a room at a villa just outside of Pompeii containing beds and other objects that shed light on the living conditions of slaves in ancient Roman cities buried under the volcano. I'm really, really interested in that. I really, really love it. Okay, so I see a lot of statues. So I'm going to show y'all. Let me close Mr. Travis. I'm not going back to that right now. So anyway, let me show you guys. They said this is an important discovery. It enriches our understanding of the everyday life of ancient Pompeians, especially the class in society which little is still known. Says the Italian Culture Ministry. So I'm glad that you guys are raising your hand and saying, yeah, Melissa, we're here for it. So I'm going to show it because I wasn't sure, but y'all was going to get that news because I like it. I like that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. There we go. Of course.
Safe flight, we have service.
Doggone Safe Flight. They're going to get an ad. I ain't mad at them. I'm going to let them get their little ad. So anyway, yeah, I'm really into all of this. Like you give me a documentary on stuff like this, I'm all in for sure. So let's see. Oh, it's good old Safe Flight. Child. I've never used Safe Flight. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. I think we have. You'll need it eventually here in Arizona. Jeez. The rocks. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to mute this part. Jeez. Researchers found 3 beds and other personal objects in the room, including ceramic jugs and pots. Wow, look at the beds, y'all. The 2 beds are 1.7 meters, 5.6 feet, and one just 4.6 feet, suggesting a small family may have used it. Look at the pot over there. Let's see if he's gonna talk or play music.
Uno spaccato eccezionale della vita quotidiana, del lavoro.
Okay, he's talking, but I don't want that music. Anyway, y'all can read. I'll read it too. Little is known through official sources that are always seen from the point of view of the elites. But now we're getting, basically he's saying now we're getting a point of view from those that are not elite. Lower social status. The room is part of Civita Giuliana, a suburban villa to the north of Pompeii, which has been studied since 1977 or 1877. 19. Pompeii was buried by the volcano erupt of Mount Vesuvius around 2,000 years ago. All right, that's it. That's all. So yeah, like I said, I feel like okay, yeah, y'all should be able to hear me. I'm not mute. So, like I said, they unearthed some very interesting things. Let me see, because she stole my thunder, said something about that. There we go. The Montreal Museum of Fine Arts had a really good exhibit about Pompeii. Took plenty of photos of it when it came around. Nice, 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 nice. I love. There was one that came to Phoenix one time. I wasn't able to make it down there, but yeah, very interesting. So that's that. They're talking. They're eating, they're talking. Okay, here we are. Adrian says, I'm a history/math nerd. Not the math. You lost me at the math, Adrian. That's why estate planning appeals to me. Because you're dealing with the genealogy history of the client as well as the accounting of their assets. You know what? That is very interesting. Because there's a side of me that is very, very intrigued by their history and all of that, and then the artifacts and all. I love that, and that's why a lot of times I'm very respectful when I go to an estate sale. It's like, oh, estate sale, but the family members sometimes don't take much notice. They just want to, quote, get rid of things. But I'm like, this is history. This is history. So anyway, friends, before we head on to the next story, I want to hit you with a little Mercial. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So if you like what you see on my channel, you've been hanging out with me and you're like, you know what? I'm kind of digging this. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead and subscribe because you know you want to. Right now, do it. Let's see. Blind guy, his wife, their life says, I'm driving and listening. So that means that's Quita. Now, but the chat has me hungry now. I love food history. Okay, me too. I just like food. She stole my thunder, says, I wish you and some of my friends were close enough to break bread. I wish all y'all were close enough to break bread. JP is, and so is OG Patrice, so we got to get together. Hey, Melissa in chat, been in the background listening. Can't chat much. No worries at all. I get it. So anyway, the next stories, for those of you who have loved ones that are veterans, my husband is a vet. And this Thursday, my friends, is Veterans Day. So make sure you, first of all, understand what Veterans Day is about. A lot of people get it mixed up between Memorial Day and all of that. So Veterans Day is in honor of those who served, and some served and gave all, and that's what Memorial Day is about. So anyway, this Thursday is Veterans Day. Make sure if you know someone that's a vet, if you love a vet, go ahead and give them a hug and little handshake and everything else and salute or whatever. Just make sure you get the handshake properly. I mean the salute properly. But anyway, so I just wanted to let you guys know, because in honor of the Veterans Day, one thing that I do like is the fact that there are a lot, and I mean a host of discounts that's available to you, the vets. And that if you are a vet, shout out to you, Uncle Stu, but also to your family members. So what's available? I know my husband has gotten, like, he makes his round. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. Okay. That's his day. Okay. That's when he gets his vest. Okay. He got the hat. He's getting all that together. And he's like, okay, I'm going to breakfast here. I'm getting my oil change there. And I'm because it's his day. And why not? I mean, you served over 20 years. Go for it, bro. So what things are available, Melissa? So Applebee's, they said all active military, veterans, reserves, National Guard will get a complimentary full-size entree with their meal. Bibby Bop, BJ's Restaurants, Bob Evans, Buffalo Wild Wings, to name a few. Chili's, Hard Rock. There's a whole list. I will definitely tag this in the description box when this is done, along with the timestamps. Starbucks, of course, Minchie's, Wendy's, retailers. Which one? Dollar General, Great Clips. You can go on and get your haircut. Target, Travel Centers of America, all of that. So yeah. And one thing about it, this is local to my state. There's some stuff that are universal, international, so to speak, or national rather. So to find out the deals that's going on in your neighborhood, no, bless, I can't embrace the math. Look up what's going on in your state or city. Okay. Okay. So the stream is behind. The show must go on. Okay. Let me see how somebody, I don't know. So if you guys are just now talking about math, I am totally 2 stories ahead of y'all. If y'all are just now talking about math. Okay. I'm not going to refresh it because StreamYard don't play that. I'm behind the screen again. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Bless says embrace the math. So that's that as far as Veterans Day. Other than Uncle Stu, is there anyone else that has served or is serving? My husband, someone else is a veteran. I don't know. There's a lot of vets in my audience for sure. My subscribers or military wives, my military wife friends or whatever. So anyway, Veterans Day this Thursday. El Wapo, there you have it. So anyway, make sure you acknowledge that, and in acknowledging it, make sure again that you understand the differences of the holidays for sure. Because some of y'all be like happy such and such, and it's not a happy day for most veterans when you say, yeah. It's also the month of the military family. Okay. Where are we? November. Okay. So y'all look up that too. Okay, you caught up? Okay, we're all caught up. I was trying to stall so y'all can catch up because I'm like, why are they behind? But listen, every now and then I have to put my speed on 2 times to catch up to the live stream. Okay. Well, y'all, only thing I can do is go on to the next story. So y'all know that's what I'm gonna do. Well, the next thing is the US has officially lifted its Panini era milestone international travel ban. So y'all remember? Do y'all remember way back when we were youngins? Way back then, back in my day, before the Panini hit, the Panini hit, and everything got shut down. And not only did everything shut down, there was definitely international travel that was banned, and the US banned people, and other countries said, USA, we don't want you. So the ban has been lifted. So I wanted to bring this story because, of course, some of us have not been traveling. Some of us will not traveling abroad. And so it's now open for those of you that are still interested in traveling abroad. Things are just a little too hostile for me to be traveling abroad. In many ways, not even just Panini. Panini is one thing, but yeah. So here's the article. So what do you need to know? The old rules barred international visitors from 33 countries, including the UK, South Africa, Brazil, and much of Europe. The other thing you need to know is airlines, hotels, and others stand to benefit from the end of the restriction. So, of course, obviously, if you've traveled in the last 2 years, you do see a markable difference, a sizable difference of the occupancy in hotels and the airports. I didn't really notice airports. Airports stayed packed every time I flew over the past year or two. Finally, visitors will have to show proof of the acts to enter the US, along with the recent negative test, though there are exemptions. The United States on Monday ended the Panini travel ban that was in place for over a year and a half, a relief for tourism industry and for families that have been separated by the rules since the crisis. So leave me a comment down below if you have been affected by this rule, meaning, oh man, I'm so glad I can go see my parents now. I'm still not going to go see them, but I'm glad it's lifted. They can come visit me rather. Let me know if this is the ban really affects you and you're happy that it's lifted. So Adrian says, I'm all caught up. Hey girl, hey, welcome back. So yeah, it has been. So what happened? All right, we talking about sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. I can't read it. It's going by so fast, friends. So anyway, the ban has been lifted. For those of you that that would interest. So anyway, speaking in the same vein, speaking in the same light about the same subject, so to speak. The largest, what to say, the largest city in America. I thought I did a thing for that. Nope, I didn't. No worries. The largest city in the United States, they said, one of the largest rather, has now approved a, let's see, I'm trying to use the word so I don't say the word. And so anyway, a axe proof requirement in LA is strict and it has taken effect. Melissa, what are you talking about? In LA, a very strict mandate has now taken place. People entering a wide variety of businesses in the city of LA has to now show proof of the 19 inoculation starting Monday as one of the country's strictest measures aimed at slowing the spread of the virus. It is now taking effect. So, if you are like us and you spend a lot of time in LA, in California, Orange County, that is now in effect. To go into certain businesses and certain arenas, you are going to have to show proof that you have been either negative tests or the X. Okay. The new rules covers businesses ranging from restaurants to shopping malls and theaters to nail and hair salons. That's going to be weird. I wonder how they're going to implement this. The mandate was anticipated at Bodybuilder's Gym in Silver Lake neighborhood, where employees for months have logged their status of patrons in an internal system so that proof is already verified the next time the members come to the gym. So that's interesting. They've already started gathering information. Very, very interesting how this is going to take off. I don't know. Hope you're having a beautiful stream. I am. You see, they closed on that one Bill Biden saying y'all lying. He never said you know what? You missed the live because I covered that trash can waves, and I do want to do a stream dedicated to politics. There's two topics that I really want to hit on. Number one, they closed the bill, but also those trials that are going on. So I may have to do an extra stream after this one or whatever to catch up on that, because there's so much to talk about that. Anyway, my plan is to continue to stay out the streets. That sounds like a plan for you, Adrian, and it sounds like a wise one if that's what you believe in. Like I said, I don't promote or deny or whatever on this channel. We used to have extensive conversations about it, and I would give everybody an opportunity to talk about it. But at this point, we know enough about whatever we need to know enough about, or don't know enough about it to make an informed decision for whatever that means for you and your family. So for you and your family, yep. Every 2A non-abiding states are like another country. So New York and California isn't a surprise. Okay. Adrian's like, pardon? Yep. So we go to LA quite often. So now we just have to make sure we understand the rules. And because we were trying to figure out when we go to LA, even when we go, because what's interesting, this is LA County. Like, so what about the surrounding cities? So it's just weird. All right. So that's that. All right. Let's see what else we want to get into. Do you want to get into a commercial? Of course, Melissa. Of course. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Y'all see it. We are here going over breaking news, different trending news. Thank you for those that are rocking with me. You come back, and those of you that have been peeking in and you're like, whoa, what is this girl talking about? You've been here enough. Go ahead and subscribe. You know you want to do it. And speaking of doing it, go ahead and hit the like button. That's the least you can do. It costs you absolutely nothing. So hit the like button on this video. So anyway, y'all, right now, do it. Thank you, Trash Can Waves. Absolutely. So if anyone's in the chat, please make sure to separate Trash Can Waves and Adrian, unless we are aspiring to have some sort of matchmaking thing going on, like officially, because why not? It's just a free for all here in Virginia. So far worth restrictions and allowances. So maybe you mean no. So far worth restrictions and allowances. Oh, okay. Worth or no? I don't know. Arizona is Texas 2.0. Okay. Ducey is gonna Ducey. And like I said, Arizona is like, Arizona, like, go ahead. It's your birthday. Do whatever you want to do like it's your birthday. Listen, that's how it is here. Texas 2.0. I already hit the like button, Trash Can Wave says, and the rumors are true. It makes you feel amazing. Okay. With restrictions and allowances. Okay, yeah. Nope, it's a free for all here also. So let me see what else we have on next case. So if you haven't already, I'm not going to cover this story again, but make sure you check out, oh y'all help me out, either the last video I did last Friday, maybe I talked about Kiddie Kredit. This is an app that I am not affiliated with, but I thought it was amazing. Number one, it was this young man in the picture is the founder of the app, and it basically teaches young children the importance of credit and earning credit and building credit through chores and money. It's really cute. And I sent it to my cousin because we don't have littles, but I sent it to my cousin. She was like, oh, this is so good or whatever. So make sure you guys check that out. I read some things earlier this year that Nostradamus talked about that would happen this year. And he spoke of zombies that you could not tell they were zombies unless you look into their eyes. Child, Tanya, listen, Nostradamus was something else. I was really, really interested in Nostradamus when I was a little kid. Not necessarily, it just intrigued me, you know, the things that was predicted and then lined up with it and all of that. I'm just saying, listen, okay. Did you guys tune into the New York Marathon this weekend? Did you catch it? Well, let's get some highlights on that before we go on to another story. Yes. So for those of you that aspire to run, I know one of you in the chat are, you're doing very well aspiring to run. And some of us are walking at a faster pace and some of us are jogging a little bit. Okay. Regardless of what you're doing, you can't help but send a shout out, at a girl and everything to the people that have completed marathons. And I've always admired people that ran and completed marathons. So after a 2-year hiatus, New York City Marathon returned on Sunday in all its glory. So yeah. Here it is. We have the news anchors talking about it. But one thing I know, so this section talks about the marathon being a family business. And so one thing about it let me see what this video is going to give us. Let's see, friends.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis, host of ESPN.
You know, they're going to get their ass. So anyway, the people that I know that ran marathons, they did do it as families, husband, wife, kids. And even if they didn't, even if the kids didn't complete the marathon, they definitely did the half a marathon. So marathons are also something that I'm very intrigued by. Never ran one. No, you lucky to get a 5K out of me. Okay. I'll kill a cute 5K, but a marathon, a little turkey trot. Okay. But never a marathon. So I always, when I see runners, when I see people,
I think she's going to hold her off.
There we go. When I see people doing this, it's amazing.
What a terrific race. A gold medal win.
Look at that.
Now a golden anniversary victory. Paris Chepir
Good job.
Is the champion of the 2021
Nice.
New York City Marathon.
Nice.
Viola Cheptu in second comes across the line, much to the delight of her brother Bernard Lagat in the third spot
nice.
on the podium. Ababo Yeshana in third from Ethiopia.
Nice.
Those three women raced a terrific battle, waged it. It was terrific to watch. Full effort.
Man, listen.
Just exhaustion, and now the exhilaration of accomplishment.
What an accomplishment.
Look over here. She can see you in here.
Oh my God.
And I love how they're celebrating each other and bringing each other across the line. Love it.
You're sitting right here, tears in your eyes. Look at that.
Shout out to the braiders. Sister's hair was braided to the gods on that. I mean, wow.
I think we can just pound on the glass if you want to get her a
nice.
Care, but
look at this right here.
Nice. So that's nice to see. That's nice to see after 2-year hiatus, and the fact that first, second, and third place at least was beautiful chocolate melanated sisters crossing the line together and celebrating each other. I love it. I love it. And I just love it. Anyway, she stole my thunder, said, I've done plenty, she says. Hats off to you. She says, I've done plenty of marathons. That restaurant is fantastic. Sorry, Montreal has a restaurant named Marathon. We have a gas station. My lungs aren't set up right for a marathon, or I could be lazy. Okay, I ain't gonna say what it could be. I'm gonna just let you do your personal assessment. Trash can wait. Oh Lord, I'm not even reading it. Sorry, I'm talking or swiping, and the typos are extra. I think Nostradamus is a fairy tale to justify some of the stuff that's happened, but I'm also a conspiracy theorist. But I am too. I'm a major conspiracy theorist, but I think that's what makes Nostradamus so intriguing, as well as all the other conspiracy theories that come along. It's like, do you believe this one? Do you believe that one? Like, and my kids are conspiracists as well. And so that's a lot of our conversation. He'll come and go, hey, this is going on TikTok. And I'm like, y'all crazy. Listen, TikTok is where it's at. Real talk. I understand the original marathon runner dropped dead after he delivered his message to the king in antiquity. Really? Okay. So family, what up? What up? One love, as XDMC says. So, my friends, I promised a new segment. Melissa, what new segment? What are you doing now? Well, and you heard it here, folks. We now have a new section, because even when I'm doing the most serious news, I always find something that is absolutely ridiculous. Well, today is no different. And if you tune in tomorrow's going to be even better, because I got a whole phone full of ridiculousness. Okay. So what happened? All right. Here we have, I gotta share this screen, because you have to get into all of this. Okay. Here we have a school, I want to say in California. They're like, geez, no, Texas. Let's see. We'll see. No, it is in California. Sorry, friends. Okay. School causes outrage with a group of idiots question that compares Texas to the KKK. Well, Melissa, what are you talking about? A California high school has sparked backlash. What is going on in these high school, friends? What's going on in these high schools? What's going on? No, I'm going to do the other view. So anyway, a California high school has sparked backlash with a group of idiots questions comparing Texas to the Ku Klux Klan. How? The multiple choice question was put forward by a social science teacher last Thursday, November 4th, at Whitney High School, located just outside of Sacramento. So that's way north, California. While a number of schools over the past year have been criticized for their attitudes towards Black history, which is a part of American history. So I don't even understand why we have to separate it, but that's a whole nother topic that's annoying, but that's fine. Anyway, the course on its occasion appears to mock white conservatives who's taken umbrage with the offensive question. So this is the message to the Whitney High School community after the backlash. I'll read that. It's from this principal, but right now it's a little bit too late, Mr. Principal. It's a little bit too late. So if y'all take a look here before I read anything about it. Here's the tweet. Okay. A teacher at Whitney High School in California put this question on a quiz. Note to new teachers, because hopefully this was not an old school teacher, because you should know better. We know better. But note to teachers, you cannot put your personal vendetta in the classroom. So this is what it says. A group of complete idiots. A, KKK. B, all of Florida. C, Fox News. D, Texans. The outraged parents discovered the question and complained about the right-wing pupils being ridiculed. The school has promised to conduct a thorough investigation with the principal. So anyway, I thought that was ridiculous, only from the standpoint of the teacher not knowing to not put their personal bias in their education, making this quiz with that. Like, regardless of what you feel, we all probably can answer. Let me put it on A, B, C, D, and you guys can answer that accordingly. I'm not telling you to answer it, but here you go. A, KKK, all of Florida, Fox News, and Texans. Okay. Don't say all of Florida, because I'm from Florida. I told y'all know that. I'm from Florida, so it can't be all of Florida, even though I'm not there anymore. Anyway, so parents are outraged because, it's like, oh, wah. But to their defense, regardless of how you feel about conservatives or not and liberals, I just don't think it belonged in the classroom. So that's the ridiculous part. Must be Halloween with all them ghosts running around. What are we talking about? Blind Guy says, just go with the I'm not built for that. I'll back you up. Oh, they're talking about the marathon. Countdown till we found out this was a setup by some liberals, just like the khakis and tiki torch bust thing was busted. You gotta tell me what you're talking about. All right, so that's that. All right, the next story. What was this one? Oh, this was a bad one. This one was like, who are we raising? Not we, because I'm telling you. Listen, okay. Let me share this one too so you can see. I couldn't believe it. I felt bad. So this girl does all that she can to earn a spot on her school's hockey team. Well, now she played a game and people began to chant slurs at her because they knew she was the only female player on the ice. I'll tell you what they were saying before, after I read the title. Students barred from games after chants at a female goalie. A female high school ice hockey goalie in Pennsylvania is returning to the ice on Monday, today probably, for her first school game since she was target of a vulgar chant from spectators that resulted in discipline by the school and youth sports organization. Well, here's the hockey field, or rink, rather. So Armstrong High School students chanted vulgarities at the Mars area high school team's female goalie during an October 28th game between the Armstrong River Hawks and the Fighting Planets of Mars. Anyway, the chants from among a group of 50 to 60 students were captured on video and posted to social media. The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League on Thursday barred the Armstrong students from Riverhawks hockey games and placed them on probation for the remainder of the season. Okay, well, Melissa, what was they saying? I'm getting to it. The league commissioner said their actions were disgusting. They were calling her the gardening tool. They were calling her the gardening tool and yelling and telling her she was, that's what they were saying. Let me see. Of course, they're going through the political stuff. That shouldn't have happened. We don't raise that type of students, that whole thing. But that's what happened. So I say that to say, make sure when you're raising your kids, when we're raising these kids and they can go to football games and everything, that you let them know that this is not what we're doing. Okay. They mimicking the Charlamagne morning show. That's what he always says about Florida. I know. Don't do that. Don't do that to Florida. Trash Can Waves. When are the alpha people going to be on your channel? Oh, I don't know what we're talking about there. So anyway, the show must go on. What show, Melissa? So let's see. Calling that poor baby a rake. Right. Calling her a shovel. Right. No, it's a garden tool and other very derogatory names, just like, you can't do that and all that other stuff. But they was just like, oh, she's a rake. Bum, rake. Okay. See, whoever that is, you got me silly. That's probably Quita. So anyway, we're rounding out our hour. We're doing so good with that because we're going to be intentional. Leave a comment if you have any questions about any of the stories that we have covered. I have one more segment to do before we head out, but Setting up the set, Adrian Nash. Good. You said that you were getting your set together. So anyway, one more segment before I finish the last segment. Make sure you get your Twitter finger, your writing fingers, your tweeting, your comment fingers. Jeez, that's the fingers I want. I don't want your tweeting fingers and all of that, because before we load up and check out, it's time for Yes, that's right. It's random questions with Melissa. So we've already started this, and it's probably one of my favorite things to do, to hear from you guys. And I hope the chat is still not lagging, because I have questions, very random, that I want to ask you guys. So for the sake of time, I'm going to pick a question. I usually pick 2 to 3 and just get you guys' answers. Now, before wondering, I like the one last week when we were wondering which, not wondering, but we were answering which animal do we think would be rude if it could talk. Those were very funny. And so I like that one. So let's see. Who is that? Exactly. I'm not built for that, and I'm sticking with it. Oh, okay. So you guys are still talking about the marathon. I think we're lagging, but that's fine. So anyway, here's one. It's simple. I'm gonna do another one because this one's too easy. If you're given a chance to change your career, what would be your dream job? What would be you guys' dream job if you could change careers? Hey, Pamela. Hey. My dream job would definitely be a prosecutor. That was one my mother was very surprised I didn't go into law. Very, very surprised. Every other job that I dreamed of doing, I have already done. Okay. He says stripper. Okay, that would be my son. So yay, stripper. I'm doing all the jobs. I've done all of the jobs that I pretty much ever wanted to do. That's just because of how I roll. Like I'm all over the place. So I have taught. The only thing that I didn't do was, like I said, to become a prosecutor. I definitely would have been a prosecutor, lawyer. What would you guys do? Chemical engineer. Really interesting. I'm looking for my. Jeez. I know when my hour is coming up because my lips be dry. So anyway, so we got a stripper, chemical engineer. Any teachers out there? Anybody wanted to be I don't know. Let us know. Let us know. So while you guys are answering that, I'm gonna get another question because that one was a light one. That was a really, really light one. I like ones that make you think, and y'all be like, "No, Melissa, no," and we argue about it. For an example, the one where it was like, "It's cereal soup." Okay, definitely a sexy voice DJ. I can see that in your videos, Trash Can Waves, because you be sitting back talking and saying, easy. I'd be an international food taster. Huh. Okay, that's nice. I'm too picky to taste anybody's food because I'm very picky. Very, very picky. So I already know that wouldn't. Oh, Larita, I forgot about that one. That is one that I would do. I would do that is one that I've thought about do. I was very close a few times of applying and becoming an airline stewardess. Oh, a judge. Yes, that's another good one. Professional lazy person. She stole my thunder. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't even argue with getting paid for doing absolutely nothing. Okay. My vids sound like I'm entering puberty. Actually, I could circle back and collect a chemical engineering degree. You think so? You sound like you're so passionate about what you're doing now, Adrian, that, but if that is something that you want to do, why not? If you can swing it, why not? I know for me, law would just take a lot of time, and I'd turn this channel into a studying channel because I'd be studying. But law was definitely the only job I've taught. I'm hosting my own show now. So, but flight attendant absolutely is one. Marine biologist. Wow, she stole my thunder. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I like to watch marine biologists do their jobs, but it's not something that I'm interested in. But Jacques Cousteau was one of my absolute favorite shows on PBS to watch on Sundays. I'm sorry, was it Sundays when I don't know. It probably could be different days, but I remember it. Personal chef photographer. That's doable for you. You have the skill set. Lawyer who becomes a judge. Yes, Helga, I can definitely rock with that. Cats would definitely be rude and very outspoken. Exactly. Bless Reborn Spirit. So answer the question, Bless. What would your job be? What are you doing? I definitely would go back to join the Navy SEALs and wouldn't be talked out of it. Oh, you were talked out of it. You know, I was talked out of going to the Air Force. And it wasn't that I was talked out of it. I didn't have a clear understanding of the rules. But if I had gone to the Air Force the way I had planned, then my life probably would have had a whole different trajectory. And then God really would have had to do like a miracle to get me and my husband to meet or whatever. So yeah, it is what it is. But the reason why I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't talked out of it. I just didn't understand because the recruiter was like, well, when you go to basic, you're going to have to hand over your kid. And I was like, I ain't handing over my kid, but he didn't explain. Basically, it's a power of attorney type thing. Like, he didn't explain that. You know, I'm still mad about that to this day because he could explain that a little bit better. Because I was like, I'm not giving up my kid. My kids don't even go nowhere like that. No. But it worked out. I'm okay. I have no regrets about that at all. Being a military wife was enough. I'm not picky, not scared of germs, and not wary of other people's food. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. So you'd be great. You'd be absolutely great. You know, I know my son for sure, my husband for sure. Like they can go to Cambodia, they can go to Korea. Like me, I'm looking at the market like this. Even when I'm in Jamaica, Bahamas, whatever, I'm like this. I do not want to, when we're in Mexico, it doesn't matter. I don't want to see the kitchen. I don't want to see anything because then I can't. And then don't let her do one of these or the fly shoot, which you're going to get all that in Jamaica, Bahamas, all of that for sure. I know that. I just don't look. So blind guy, that's really good. Very, very good of you to be able to do that. I was a chemical engineering major before I discovered an interest in law and changed my major. So legal studies in undergrad. Okay. I think you can do it, Adrian. No perfect vision, then you can't be nope. Perfect vision, then you can't be a pilot. Looked into that too. Pilots never interests me to become a pilot, but I definitely wanted to become a flight attendant. And it's not too late for me to do that for sure. You know, once my kids, I just couldn't do that. Well, I thought I couldn't do it when my kids were little, like younger. But then one of their friends, their mom was a flight attendant. And she was like, yes, you can. I leave, I come back, and there, you know, you just have to have a good support system, which I had. But I was like, nah, that's a little bit too much for me. So that was that. So let's get our second question, and then we can get the heck up out of here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow when? Tomorrow, 4:00 Greater Mountain Time is when my program begins. So anyway, I'll do this one because this is going to be fun and quick. Toilet paper, over or under? This is easy for me. It's always been under. Always under. You over people are weird. Over, under, I don't care. Answer it. I'm an under. You tell me. Under, over, or Melissa, I don't care as long as we have toilet tissue. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, answer that. And as you guys are answering, I'm going to just go over this now that I'm closing out and just kind of rehashing this part of the live. Don't forget that Arizona does not observe daylight savings time. So what does that mean? When you guys fell back, I stood still. So I just to make it easier, I just keep my show the same time. And so I'm coming on an hour earlier for you guys. And I have to keep it the way it is because it fits into my schedule. So as you fell back, just understand you weren't losing it and you're not losing it. It's just like, whoa, what is she doing? That's why. We're actually supposed to put it on the thing. I'll leave it on the counter. Okay, stop. Over. Under, but I recently switched to a believer in under, but I recently switched to a believer in over. Oh, you can't switch. Over like how God intended it. Come on. She stole my thunder, said, listen, God said over. You got to do it under, or you won't get a clean rip. That's what I'm thinking. But okay. Over. Guys. No, I don't like over. I'm envisioning. I'm like, no, I always put it under. Always under. Under. So anyway, my friends, as you guys are continuing to answer, I'm going to close out my live by saying thank you guys for rocking with me. Tomorrow I have more breaking news, but also more ridiculous news to cover. And so, and I think a lot of you want to really get into this political space and to talk about those two trials. So leave me a comment if you want to talk, if you want to talk about both. And that's all the live will be about tomorrow, whether it's the I don't want to call it the Ahmaud Arbery trial, but it's definitely the Rittenhouse trial that I want to talk about. And then the other one dealing with the fatality of Ahmaud Arbery. I will have to, because that case is messy. So I really want to get into that. And then I really want to talk about that. And then I also want to get into politics. Those are three things. So I might span it over the next couple of days, but you know how breaking news does. Breaking news doesn't stop for me. So what I may have to do is come in midday or come on later tonight and do something else. So Trash Can Ways is like free Rittenhouse. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you really, really want to have a space to talk about, and we can get it popping tomorrow. Let's get into these comments. It's in the Bible. And then God said, over. It's the SSMT 19:8-3. Look it up. Let me listen. I got my toilet tissue Bible right here. Let's see. The pressure made me switch, and the panini made me not care as much. Exactly. The panini just make you not care about nothing. I'm so out of time. I'm like, is this 2019? I'm so afraid when 2022 hits, I'm still going to be writing 2021. Shout out to the ones that drank the last juice out of the carton and put it back in the fridge. Who did that? Yep, God said over. I heard him when he said it. See, in the beginning, God created the toilet tissue and the under. Well, the earth was without form and void. The darkness was upon the toilet tissue. Preach. See, y'all didn't know. Anyway, yes, you hear that? It was under. It was always under. So anyway, friends, let me know. I know where I want to go as far as what I want to talk about. But there's so much with Biden that we have to discuss, including Sleepy Biden. And then we got to get into these cases because, yeah. So anyway, let me know which one you want to do first, or we just going to knock them out together. But I think, yeah, the two cases definitely we will discuss together because, yeah. Anyway. With that being said, my friends, if you're catching a replay gang, I appreciate you guys 100,000 trillion%. Thank you guys that have been rocking with me for the rest of pretty much for the whole live, all weekend and all of that wonder stuff. Y'all see it. Oh, wait, y'all know I never can point correctly. Anyway, thank you. Your time and talents and all that wonderful stuff is not lost on me. So anyway, y'all are hilarious. Yeah, see, I'm not doing that. Y'all are crazy. And now you making things up. That's my lane. Exactly. Yes. I'm good at making stuff up. Tell my get out. Get off here. The over people need to stick together. No, the under people need to cross over the Red Sea. Okay? Cross over the Jordan, more like it. Y'all need to be baptized within the toilet tissue, okay? It's under. I'm going to have proof. Watch my community tab. I'm going to give you proof that it's In the beginning, God created the toilet tissue and the under. The earth was without form and void because it was over, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God, what did I just say? The Spirit of God said, let there be under. Okay. Oh, how do you do that, Sparkly? Thank you on the screen. It's an overlay. Y'all need to stop. Y'all know y'all don't put. Oh no, I have to put it on the roll. Now your dad don't. Okay, I want the sparkly too. Call me if you need someone. I want the sparkly too. So anyway, nope, not doing this with y'all. You guys know how to get in touch with me. Thank y'all. Thank you. Plain and simple. Thank y'all. So catch this outro real quick.